On Friday, we were looking at images on Siku and EO browser, trying to find any more cracks.
Okay.
And added in a couple, but with the photo that I have on GIS, it doesn't show some areas where there are cracks and open water.
The image that you have?
Yeah. So I was wondering, do we keep this image or do we add in a new one?
Oh, no, you want to be adding in, you want to keep adding in images, right? So as things are changing, you want to keep adding images, and what you're going to find is that you'll keep adding different feature layers too, right? So you maybe want to do some new digitizing to keep up to date on the cracks and things too. So that's something, you know, some things where, let's say there's cracks and you don't want to redigitize the whole thing, but you need to extend it. You can actually just copy that feature class, because what we want to do is make sure that we've got a copy of, like, a record, right, of where those cracks were, and you're mapping at a certain date. And then we want to see it progress. So we want to see a new feature layer for, like, the next date that you want to update. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So I think, and I'll have to make sure we can try it today and see if it works. But I know you should be able to copy a layer, and then what you can do on that one is just then change the date, right? So to update the date that you're now digitizing, and go in and start modifying the existing stuff you've already digitized. So if you got a crack from, let's say, June 15th that you've mapped, and your imagery is June 15th, and then you see that crack really expand by June 20th, you get some new imagery. We copy that crack layer in our new copy of it. We add the new date, and then go in and modify that digitizing. So it keeps that record from the original date and saves you some time. Okay. So why don't we take a look at what you've done, and maybe we can go in and look for some new imagery as well, because it sounds like you're going to need some new imagery to update things, right? And we'll take a look and see if you can see on that imagery what you're seeing on the ice right now. That sound good? You're gonna be the one driving today for sure. Oh, look at that. Okay. Super. And where are you seeing some of the new
There's
cracks?
open water
up here
in this area here.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm just gonna try to find another photo from Switch on EO browser.
Sure. I just have to make sure my cat's not eating a wasp. Just a second.
What did you find? What are you eating? Oh, you can eat it. Hey, Riley. Riley.
Okay, yeah, I think you need to go find that new imagery for sure. So are you comfortable going to your browser and taking a look?
I'm in there right now. Hold on now.
Oh, perfect. Great. Yeah,
you
you do your thing. You do your thing there. I can just see the ArcGIS window, that's all.
see it. Mhm.
So you'd really like to make a map of that open water, right? Let people know.
Yeah, we can add it in.
Yeah. So that's not a bad image as well, is it? It's got some clouds, but
This one was from this area that I mapped out here too is covered by clouds.
yeah.
Oh, is it only going to show that area there?
Yeah. Oh, they're starting to film. It kind of looks like that's the edge of it there. The hole's right in the middle, right? Right where you want it. So maybe zoom in right to where you want to make sure you have coverage, right? To right where that open water was, and then do a search.
Oh,
Look at that. Wow. So all that white area around the open water, that's not safe either, right? Or what do you think?
I'm not sure.
Mike? Yeah, Michael, what do you think?
That's more like watered down, softer ice.
So it's kind of
Like
slushy?
the ice is, yeah, like the ice is slushy or softer or something. Dangerous for sleds.
Yeah, so so then you probably want to be mapping out all around this, right? Is that, tell me if this is right, I'm just assuming.
Okay.
Yeah, should be nice to have like a danger
Yeah.
zone.
Okay.
I'll download this image.
And you've got the instructions for Becky's enhancements there, or have you done it enough now that you're pretty comfortable with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. That's another beautiful image. What date was that one, Leanne? I should be able to see it on here.
This was for the 26th. Oops. Yeah, 26.
Oh yeah, I keep
26.
covering, I keep moving our faces around and then I end up covering everything I want to see. Oh, wow. So Michael, have you been traveling up in that area at all?
Never did any trips lately, but planning to do some trips this week.
Yeah, and where do you think you'll be going, roughly? Can you show me?
Right by the point of that island there, you can see, like south of that point on the left side of Leanne's map.
I see Susan has joined us.
I have. Hi, everyone. Sorry to be late.
No, that's okay. And while
Susan?
we're just downloading, or Leanne's downloading some new, more recent imagery because open water is happening and we need to update things.
Oh my heavens.
And everybody, it's Susan's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Susan.
Thank you. Thank you. What an honor to get to spend it with you, at least a portion.
A great day today.
Yes, so far so good.
Great. And look at this image as your birthday present.
Oh my Lord. Oh,
It's gorgeous
Like
and terrifying
elephants.
all at once.
that blue looks like elephant skin.
So,
Yeah,
oh, my,
that's like the trail, and the circle part is where the buoy should be.
that's where the buoy should be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
look at those colors.
So it's still there, right?
Yeah, still there. I might probably get it tomorrow.
Oh, I was thinking, yeah, it's got to come out pretty quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, only have like 2 sets of late spring traveling gear for Smart Ice, so makes planning a little bit more difficult.
Oh, yeah.
Like emergency ice gear and things like that.
And you have to be out with somebody for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I was telling Michael I'm not comfortable driving on the ice. I'd rather be a passenger on a trip when we go out.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Hoping to have another operator test too.
Yeah.
I know I saw the Northern has safety vests, so the only thing we would need is another pair of those ice picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you can get what you need to be able to be out there. So. Oh, okay. So Michael's outlining, yeah, that area that looks that. So Susan, this area is all very slushy around that
Oh,
open
yeah.
water.
Yeah.
So we'll have to do a whole thing where we get the radar image too and take a look at that, because that I think will be a very good lesson that now that we know exactly what's happening on the ground there. The goal for today, I mean, we need to talk about this and see if we can get this imagery in. Is this your route, Michael, or are you mapping a crack there?
I'm just doing the cracks.
Okay.
So Michael, this area here where it's dark, then is that, are we looking through the slush? Is that what that is?
That's water.
So that's
Yeah,
water.
that's open water. Yeah.
Yeah. And then all of this area is slush then, or?
The area around it, yeah, the whiter area.
Yeah.
Right.
Holy smokes.
It made some big progress in about like a week.
Unreal.
Are you guys getting the really high temperatures too? Like unseasonably high temperatures where you are? Or not?
It's never hit yet, but we'll see how the next week or two plays for us.
Okay, yeah, because we're under a big like heat dome, and I know it's really big. I just didn't know how far it would be extending. We're getting records, like we're going to have temperatures we've never ever recorded ever at any time here.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
must
I've
be
got,
interesting for the weather people.
yeah.
Well, I think there's a fire that just started south of us just this morning, which is so unfortunate. But, you know, this evening when we have friends here at 7:30, they're projecting it to be 43 degrees at
Oh,
7:30 in the
goodness.
evening, which is unheard of. Should be around 20.
Like, oh, that's pretty insane. It's too hot for me.
Too hot for everybody.
You know, yeah.
I think we've only gone to like 6 or 7 degrees in the last little while. I don't think it's gotten much warmer than that.
Well, and Calgary's crazy too, isn't it?
Well, yeah, like we've never hit 100 Fahrenheit, and that's what they're projecting this week.
I want to get a Sentinel-1 of the 26th too.
Yeah, the same date.
Yeah. At 11 o'clock, it's 34 degrees in our yard.
Oh, what is this?
You're not authorized to perform this action. Yeah, I think you are. So I've had issues like that a few times with mine, actually. Okay, so right now you're on the decibel gamma. So try the option that you'd want. See if it lets you choose it. Okay. So yeah,
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, there, good. It's not really obvious on the radar, is it?
Yeah.
I was hoping for more. Well, I guess that's the beauty of using both kinds, for sure. That one's strange because we don't see the open water unless it's just kind of rough if it was windy and it's a little bit brighter, because you see it a bit, right? Who can see that? Susan, can you see it?
Yeah.
So to me, that looks like where the open water is. Oh, oops, oh God. That was me, I think.
Did you just undo their map?
Oh, ooh. Woo, Control Z.
Should I try and see the radar from today?
Yeah.
There's an image.
Yeah, download this one too, though, because it'll be a really good comparison with the optical.
Okay.
you know, Lynn, that's really interesting if that squiggle is that open water, you know, that other image letting you see all the cracks and then the water is certainly more striking, isn't it?
Yeah, and you know, it makes sense when you can see, you know, in the optical all the colors, and so as long as you have a cloud-free image or daylight to see it, I mean, you can see why that's the choice for sure at that point. Try one other thing here.
You can see the open water on this one.
Yes, you sure do. Yeah, I think it's really worth having kind of both of those images in to compare, because it might give you a sense too of where else things are opening up. There's something else I'm going to try in here. Oh, my theory is proven wrong. I was hoping with the moisture index that I think you'd seen before, Leanne and Michael. It's the one where the moisture, like, so the water just stands out super bright compared to everything else. So I can see the open water really clearly, but I was hoping we'd see the slush a bit better too. And I don't really see that, unfortunately. Okay, so where are you at, Leanne?
I downloaded this image too
Mhm.
today.
Great. You're gonna bring those into the GIS?
Yeah.
Super. We can just still see your Sentinel window. It's kind of interesting how we can just spy on your computer, isn't it?
Just gonna add the photos that we downloaded.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you. So Susan, when we were talking this morning, so Leanne and Michael had noticed that there's open water and they wanted to ensure that, you know, this is going to be captured because it's a dangerous area. So, and also the cracks that are growing. So Leanne was asking, do we bring in new imagery? And so we were talking about how we're building up like a series of images and a series of layers that are all going to be in the same project, but show the changes over time.
Right.
And that's why every feature class needs to have a date on it. So whenever it's digitized, that layer the title needs to reflect the date of the features, right? Or the date of that imagery. Not necessarily the date that it was digitized, but the date of the content of the imagery that was digitized. And that will be really important. And also so that Leanne doesn't have to keep digitizing over and over again. Copying a feature class. So then you have two copies, like a duplicate. And then working from that duplicate with a new image, right? So if you just have to extend the cracks or you just, there's a layer that you don't want to redigitize things that have stayed the same but maybe grown. So you make a duplicate of that one feature class, then you just modify and maybe add to the digitizing on that particular layer and just make sure the date for that one is updated.
Right. And Lynn, that makes perfect sense, and how lovely it is to be able to modify instead of needing to start fresh. Did you talk about then suggested naming protocols, what the path, what a good path might look like, so we're consistent across all of this work?
Yeah, and we haven't, but I have a feeling we're going to do that as soon as Leanne brings these brings these in, and we're going to see all of this data in her contents pane.
Yeah, I'm trying to find my folder here. I have a folder here for my satellite images, but
so it's under lessons, right?
Okay.
So go to your documents.
Oh,
Maybe not documents. I didn't see the path just before that.
oh, back here.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Is your computer slowly dying?
it says it's trying to restart.
Oh,
Just cancel that. Cancel. You should have a button that says cancel.
We lost Leanne.
Oh, she's still there. We have lost her screen. You doing okay, Leanne? Oh, hopefully she's just able to cancel that after. Well, at least she downloaded those images. It's just a matter of making sure that she knows where they are and bringing them in.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys I had a little bit active weekend regarding those maps about the open water.
Oh, please tell us.
There was two young, I guess, young adult and maybe a teenage boy or a young adult. Two boys from two boys were walking all the way to Telegraph from Gjoa Haven. That's like a 85-mile straight, but they probably walked like 100 miles or something in 4 days.
Wow.
So like the search and rescue crew, they were searching for them. They didn't find them, and they only arrived into the community on the 4th day. That's crazy.
Wow. Well, are you involved in search and rescue?
No, but they were asking about the sea ice condition and how I provided support because somebody almost went through the slush ice by the open water. So
Oh,
I started screenshotting where the open water is, and
great.
I saw it got shared around within both communities, and like it got shared to the search and rescue groups. So
Wow.
which was good because we didn't want people to drive around the open water. And it was
Yeah.
nice to see the community be aware and use that information.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that just proves the value of all of this, doesn't it? And the importance of this work. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. But
kind of a crazy story too, because those guys, they didn't have like rubber boots, they didn't have GPS, no rifle.
no
It's
rifle.
like, yeah.
Oh,
That's not normal, is it? That's not good
It
practice.
wasn't normal. Yeah, we heard like community rumors. We heard there's like some disputes and whatnot that caused them to just take off, and
yeah.
Oh,
the
jeez.
dispute was so bad that it caused them to think to walk to Telegraph was a good idea.
Wow.
So react instead of thoughtfully act.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Jeez.
So,
It's a long
yeah.
walk.
well, and maybe that's why even having these maps printed out, so somebody who might not be thinking actively of looking for the information happens to see it and sees, oh, this is, this area is not good now. Maybe they'll
Yeah.
think about that. So you were sharing you did the screenshots in Siku and shared them through that?
Yeah, with like the Sentinel-1 and the Sentinel-2 one's pretty good too.
Okay, and then were you able to annotate it at all or like kind of draw the area?
No, I just kind of zoomed more in there and
Okay.
just like let the names be shown, and so they could get the exact location.
Yeah, okay.
We were trying to get to annotate the form that Leanne had, but it was taking so long to like upload, so I just did the screenshot thing to share with the community.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, the rest of today, if we can get Leanne back once her computer, this happened to Becky last week or the week before.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe what I'll do right now is I'm just gonna email, I've got an email set starting, it has some instructions on it for you guys. Oh, and Michael, how long do you suspect until that ice is totally, until you won't be, till you don't need to map it anymore because nobody will be going out? How long do you think that will be? Another week, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
I think by Nunavut Day, which is July 7th, that's usually when it starts to become a little bit too dangerous. So that around July 7th, there'll probably be like only the same 1 or 2 guys that are always like the last ones every year, pretty much.
Okay, so that's only a week and a bit away.
Yeah. So I think we got like a good week and a half of traveling on the ice, and
okay.
yeah.
Smart Ice can get you to an office to work in, but I think they'd have to get it for the month, like for a whole month. Is that worth it? Or are you guys able to work together this?
I think
Sounds like we lost him.
I think somebody just came in, so he's muted. That's okay.
So I just got a little busy there.
Yeah.
For the office space for about a month, and I was thinking we got like less than 2 weeks of ice, and end of next month, I'm gonna be doing a trip to see my youngest child way in Ottawa. So
Okay.
I don't know if we'd be able to make up most of the month of the
Yeah.
office space.
Yeah, I think we really kind of want to be done and giving everyone a break by about the 15th of July. At the very latest end of July, but I think 15th of July. So can you two, are you able to meet enough over this next week somewhere to go over, you know, the imagery and the cracks and whatnot?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could definitely do that.
Okay, because yeah, I'm hesitant to book that for a month if it's not going to be used, and then Leanne's news too. So Susan, Leanne will probably have to, well, she'll have to go back to Yellowknife
Oh,
to her father's not doing, he has to go for some more tests and things, so he'll
oh
be,
no.
yeah,
I'm
so
sorry.
he'll probably even be going down to Edmonton. But
Jeez,
Oh dear.
that's not good news.
no,
Well,
okay. Oh, I don't have, oh, here's Leanne. She doesn't, she doesn't know how long it's going to take. Okay, well, maybe, you know what, Michael, while you're here, I would love to see you interpret some more of this imagery so we know exactly what to map, and I'll make some photos of that too. So you're already
Oh, yeah.
putting things in. Let me just get onto your browser and my computer, in this computer here. Oh, actually, I could just join. I'll just join from this one.
The breakup's gonna happen soon. It's pretty exciting to see the progress on the maps. Sadly,
Isn't it amazing?
yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Oh, not that one. I'm getting further. I'm getting further. The three buttons. There we go. Okay. I'm going to join here. Oh, you're going to see two of me. Oh.
Recording in progress.
All right.
David.
Okay. I'm okay.
that's an odd echo.
Crazy. There. Is that better? Oh, that's better. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, Michael, and let's just take a look at the features on there, and describing it for Susan too, because I don't think she got the first description, especially of your trip and stuff where you're planning on going. We could see that.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So how many of these cracks would actually be visible or have like you'd be able to tell that they're cracks right on the surface? Michael? We lose Michael.
Just could you repeat your question? Like, how can I tell which ones are cracks?
Did we lose Michael, Susan?
Nope, we've got him.
Oh, I can't hear you either. Just wait. Sorry, guys.
I can hear him. Michael, you have such a compelling voice. I could listen to you talk forever. You have just this melodious voice that lures me in.
Okay, and I can hear you now. So
Okay, I'm gonna try annotate.
perfect. Thank you. And do you want me
So
to
this
zoom
is
out a
over.
bit, or is this?
Should be okay. This is right between the island and mainland, so I think it's called a strait. I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it in like sea terminology or something, but I guess it's like constant body of flowing water. So there's a lot of cracks in this area and open water. It's almost like veins sometimes. I think are like the body, like a lot of veins just going everywhere.
Yeah, and joining up, and yeah. So would you be able to see all of these cracks on the surface, do you think?
Yeah.
And is there much snow on this ice right now, or is it pretty?
It looks pretty white now, not as much as water.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like a lot of cracks over here. Some might be not all the way through. It's kind of tricky. Oops. Like a lot of pressure ridges, cracks.
Where are the pressure ridges?
I think this one right here, big one, and this bigger one here.
Oh, I can't.
I think the pressure ridges are the cracks. Like they opened up and just caught them crack.
Okay, I think when I've traveled up there, the pressure ridges to me are the ones where the ice is like coming together and then it raises up, like it gets really thick and is kind of bumpy.
So like an overlap almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when late spring comes, they slowly like split up and split apart. They can be wide as like 10 to 20 feet.
Okay, so they actually make cracks.
Yeah, they make cracks. I think that's what a lot of them are here.
Okay.
wonder if we could zoom in.
Sure. Let me just record your annotation here for a sec. I think it'd be interesting to zoom into that open water. See on the left side, it looks like there's just like a pretty wide crack, right, of open water on there.
Yeah, even right here too.
Yeah, exactly right.
This part doesn't look really safe.
Okay, I think that printed, but I'm just gonna grab it.
And look how fine and thin around the open water. It's like lace almost.
Yeah,
You know, right, this little area right here is just, looks like salt crystals or lace, right?
oh, I don't see you where, oh, yeah, right there, yeah.
Right there, it's just,
Okay, so I'm
This
gonna
green
zoom,
line is,
oh,
oh yeah. I just drew a green line because I want to show you guys. This is like the traditional knowledge of late spring travels. They always say they usually like to take this route and it's much safer and less cracks.
yeah.
Yeah.
It certainly looks like that from here too, right? Like,
I saw one of the younger guys GPS. Their trackings. I'll do it in yellow. This is one of the search and rescue members, the younger guys. Apparently he was searching like this, and when he got somewhere over here, he immediately turned around, and he told me that he was following somebody, and the person turned around, and he followed them turn around. When he saw that first guy turning around, the sleds was following him, and he told me that he saw the sleds were slowly sinking through the slush, through the ice.
oh,
So they turned around right on time. That's pretty scary. Like they
yeah,
could get swept under the currents and whatnot.
yeah. So he wouldn't have seen, like, would he have looked at Siku or anything beforehand to see this open water?
No, that post he did, it was a comment on the post of the screenshot actually. That's how I saw his trails.
Okay.
He was like he wished he'd seen that before he went, and he showed us where he went by, saying it was dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's like, damn, that's really close to the open water. Happy you're okay.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna zoom in, but I think we're gonna lose. Yeah. Lose those. Oh, that crack goes all the way. Look at that. Look at that.
so how deep would that crack be? Would you see that with your naked eye? Would you be able to see it as you come upon it?
This crack here?
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on if it's like a pressure ridge or like just a crack, because the pressure ridge, they got like ridges on both ends of the open water of the crack. So
Right.
when you're driving, it's hard to see the water from a pressure ridge crack, but
Wow.
just like a regular ice lead, it's easier to spot the crack. Because of the pancake ice, or like the not pancake, but the ice stacking on top of each other, it blocks us from seeing the water.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna stop sharing for a sec, see if I can refresh this screen here. Oh, I think it's just, yeah, I know what it was. I just need to zoom out a little bit. Okay, let's look at this. All right, so I guess that's a really important one to be mapping all the way across there, isn't it? Is this where you want to, do you want me to go to any other spot, Michael?
It would be nice to see one south of Gjoa Haven.
Right at Gjoa Haven? Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit south of Gjoa Haven.
Oh. Oh. Is it right in here?
More south, southwest.
south. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, so kind of cloudy there. And so, oh, sorry, you were drawing something there.
I was just drawing an arrow.
Okay, I'm just holding it there. It's nice and still for you.
Yeah. Yeah, there should be nice. Some cloud today.
Yeah, and this was, I think this was the 26th image. I didn't see anything more up to date. Should we just take a look at the radar and see what we can see for that, for the most recent?
Leanne just texted me and she said that she's not sure if Lynn got the text, but
I did, I
her
texted her.
PCs. Okay, all right. Oh yeah, that text was from 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, she said it's not going anywhere. It's still at 0%.
Ah,
Oh, I really want
Her
to make
PC
that.
her PC was real slow when we were trying to work together too.
Okay, that's interesting. Sentinel 1. Okay, let's do it. Just go in the last few days here. That's HH. This looks like the Siku track that you did, this crack along here.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Did you travel right along? Oh, sorry. I was just trying something else. And you're again, we'll go back to this one. Okay, and back to the original one. There we go. Oh, whoops, that's not the right one. Radio train. So this one. There we go. All right. So anything surprising for you there?
Seems like this one's been growing lately. Like within the past week, it's got more color into that part there.
Yeah.
So wouldn't mind to try and check it out one of these days if I get the opportunity.
Yes, I hope you can get out. It'll be the last real week of doing that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I zoomed out a bit. I don't know if you want me to. So it normally, I guess, opens, like it's open up where that open water is. That's the most dangerous area normally first, and people can still travel down south a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And that makes sense too, because that south area is much more protected, right? That north area is by Victoria Strait, and you got a lot of movement there.
A lot of water's flowing. Oops. I think this one could see the the cracks better here. This one of this lens,
Yeah.
satellite lens.
With this radar, yeah. Yeah, it does. It's meant to be more sensitive to what's going on the terrain. So things that are smooth versus things that are rough show up very differently.
Pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like even the really small islands, they got like, it looks like they take a beating with all these ice sheets. They like pile up near this small island,
Oh, yeah.
all colored yellow. This little island here. There's like so many broken ice and stacked up on top of each other. Some of them, they're almost high as like a first-story building, which is pretty cool to see. I forgot to take some pictures of that.
Oh, that would be so good to see that. Do they stack up on the north side or both sides?
It looks like the south side and mostly the south side.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Like a
would,
lot
yeah,
of
interesting.
stacking up this side.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
just a little bit north side, but mostly the south side, a lot of stacking up.
Huh. That's so interesting. I really thought it would have been going the other way. So that's why it's so important, like that, you know, because you know this area so well, and you just, yeah, it's no point in people down here mapping this stuff. Just proving that point again. Wow.
Yeah, it's always really nice to be able to go out there and see it with our eyes too.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Now, have you taken any more photos? When was the last time you were able to be out?
I haven't been able to go down since a few days before our last meeting.
Okay. Yeah.
Got everything more prepared though, so we'll be doing some trips very soon.
Yeah, that's great. Because any photos you can take to help us, you know, understand this better too would be fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I want to take a lot of pictures.
Yes, please.
So I'm curious, Michael, when you say it is stacking up, is that then the same thing as the pressure ridges, that same overlapping of the ice? Is that how you're calling stacking up?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
It's like they go onto the land, and I don't know if it's high tide or low tide, and then seems like the little island gets a beating on the shore. A lot of ice stacking on top of each other.
Is there a specific name for that?
I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure there's a name for that.
Yeah, that would be great to find out, because that can go into what we really want to do is get a table of ice terms, right, from the ice around Gjoa Haven, and that would be a really good one to put in.
Yeah.
They call the pressure ridges Qaujimajjuti, something like that, and I'm just not too sure. Like on the land, where they're like almost high as a one-story building.
Yeah.
Not too sure what they
Really?
call those.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would be great to find out, because I think in like the table that was based upon Inlet, they had a term for that, and it's kind of the ice that's piled up on the beaches and stuff, but it might be, or this might be more unique too. So maybe collecting, especially if Leanne's computer if we lose her for the rest of the day. That would be a really good thing for you guys to do in the next day or two, would be to collect any more information that you can about those ice terms, what they're called. And then, you know, we can be looking for them on the imagery too. That would be really helpful.
Yeah. I got
Okay.
reconfirmed with some of the older folks too, because I'm not too sure. I forget if they're dangerous to like go near, because if it's like unstable ice.
Mhm.
So I just gotta double check to make sure if it's like okay to go up close and take some pictures.
Yeah, we'll just be go safely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whether that's you know, a safety concern in any way too, right? That we'd want to put on the map too.
Yeah, because like you're driving and it's so flat out, and then out of nowhere it's like, whoa, is that an ice house? What?
Wow.
Is it safe? Yeah.
Oh, I love your descriptions of being out on the ice. You always have fun comments.
But
Okay,
you
so
know, Michael, those stories and the way you tell them and the way Leanne writes them up as scenarios, they will make it so rich. And then you've got the photos to support them. That would just be fantastic.
Yeah. Especially because it's not like easy to spot. It's like same color as everything, the ice. So you go pretty close, and sometimes you'll get surprised, or sometimes you'll be lucky and spot them from far.
yeah. When did they start being formed?
It has to be sometime after the first freeze.
After the first,
Yeah, it looks like they were starting to be formed when the ice was at least 8 to 14 inches thick.
okay. Because that's how thick those slabs are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was starting to drive away from the shore. The slabs were getting thicker, but not standing up as high.
Huh. No.
It was pretty good. It was like a nature art room or something. Like everything's so high, you drive by them, you're like, oh wow.
Oh,
Well, gotta watch out for the sled. Make sure it don't tip or bump
Yeah.
ice.
yeah. Yeah, so that would be another thing to, so would this island, oh, let me see if I can take here. Oh. There we go. Would the same thing happen to this island here? In this guy?
No.
I'm putting to the
I forgot
north end
to,
again.
I forgot to mention, I only seen like maybe 4 areas like that build up
Oh.
like ice houses. Yeah, so it's not so popular to come by, but once you do, you're like surprised, and you wanna know if it's safe to go near, or some of them.
Yeah.
Just this year actually, I went like 90 miles southwest of Gjoa Haven, and me and my friends, we seen one, and we're pretty sure it was bigger than 2 stories tall. It looked like 3 stories tall. It was like crazy. Like one piece of ice. Like ice is
It's like an
large of thick
iceberg.
ice on top of it was like an iceberg, like a big piece of ice on top of another, and it was standing so high. We're like, what if the ice breaks and then we fall through or something? So we just got freaked out by it because it was so big, and like we could see that chunk of ice clearly on top of the other chunk of ice, and we're like, what if it slides off or something?
Oh man, yeah. So yeah, you don't want to go near
take a
those.
picture of that too. Yeah. Like, what if that slides off and we're done? So it's
Wow.
real heavy.
I always learn so much from you. I think, yeah, this is really interesting to put this on, you know, I think it's a unique thing on the Gjoa Haven map, maybe. It sounds,
Yeah.
oh man, that's really interesting. Susan, don't you just want to go for a ride on the ice right now?
Oh, absolutely.
in every way, like for every reason.
But you know,
Oh.
I think this is what makes the world such a fascinating place is, you know, we're sitting here hot, unseasonably hot, and we're discussing ice. So you gotta love it. It's pretty rich,
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty
You
amazing
could
world.
you could feel the difference just by standing inland and compared to standing right by the shore, like the differences in temperatures.
Ah,
It's like you go to summer and then you go to early spring or something.
wow. Amazing. Well, I'm not sure what to do with Leanne. She's
Yeah.
still kind of stuck. And Michael, this has been really amazing. I've been making sure I've captured what you've put on here. And you guys met for a little while. You were able to do a little more digitizing together
Yeah.
last week. Okay, so yeah, I'd really love to see what's on. What did you end up putting on? More cracks?
Yeah, we updated the cracks and we got to see the growth and like really go through the maps good.
Oh,
And it helped me draw the lines layer on the top. We still weren't done because her laptop was, it was like, it said it was done downloading past 99% and I don't know, it wasn't uploading, so we weren't able to upload it. So I just shared screenshots with the community and
yeah.
they used the information to help with the search and rescue.
Okay. Oh, I'd certainly love for these maps to be used for that, but I guess just the information you had from it was helpful, right? So
Yeah.
that's very good news. Oh,
But the ones with lines would be way more helpful. I wonder if you
Yes.
could screenshot this for me.
yes, I did already. And what I'm thinking about doing is I've just asked Leanne if there's, once her computer's up and running again, if she wants to just spend some time just going through this and adding the maps around, like the other elements of the map that we were going to do today, just so that you guys can have a map that you could share for sure. But I'll send you copies that I've made here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and what's this line? What's this new line?
These are just like trails.
Oh
Just
yeah.
add some before the
Did you guys put any
like
trails
a
in on the other one?
I think we're still in the process of doing the cracks with our digitizing. Yeah, we're like an hour in, 45 minutes in, and I was trying to get her to save it and send the lines to me, but it didn't happen.
Oh. Okay, well, I'll work with her and see what we can do with her computer too. So I'm just gonna make sure you've got this one.
Yeah, it looks like I'll be doing a trip tomorrow, so I'll get some
Okay.
some pretty good pictures and some information for us.
Oh, that's great. Now, Thursday is Canada Day, so I think everybody is, well, I'm not sure what's going to happen with Canada Day, whether there's, yeah, whether celebrations. I know there may not be celebrations, but it's supposed to be a day off anyway. I will be available on Tuesday and part of Wednesday. So I've asked Leanne if she wants to try and get together so we could do some more of this, because I could help you guys out with this if you want to spend some more time. Now you're going on the ice tomorrow. but maybe Wednesday, would that work?
Yeah, Wednesday would work.
Okay. I will talk with her. Hopefully she's still around and hasn't gone to Yellowknife yet, but even if she has, I'll try and get the map data from her so that we could finish off creating a map, Michael, and get that out. Okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
okay, super. Yeah, so let's plan for that. I'm getting my second shot, yay, on Wednesday, but I think that's about 11 in the morning. So hopefully I don't have to wait for hours like we had to be the first time. Yeah, well, mine was fine. I walked in and there was nobody there, but Riley's, even though it was an appointment, he had to wait for an hour and a half, 2 hours to get in.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. So, yeah, so maybe we'll say at about like 2 o'clock in the afternoon with that, or maybe we could start in the morning. Depends what works better for you, morning or later in the afternoon, like 9 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon.
Maybe the afternoon would work better for me because I'm not too sure when I'll come back from measuring ice.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so that works great. So we'll say 2 o'clock for sure. I'll double check with Leanne, but we'll just have that mapping session and try and get a map done and out. Okay, and that one you can share, but I'll send you these screenshots in the meantime.
Awesome, right on.
That would be awesome. I look forward to more stories and great maps.
Oh, yes, I'll say. Let's get this map. The maps need to be out there apparently, so let's do
I
it.
think that's a safe statement.
Let's do it. Yeah. Great. Okay, I'm just gonna start sharing my screen here for a sec. And now I can see you all. I can see your names. Great. Well, Michael, thank you so much. You've just added so much to this. I can't even tell you, like, it's phenomenal.
So true.
You're welcome. I've been learning a lot about the ice terminology and a lot of knowledge about trails this year, and I'm just really happy the information will be put to good use instead of just only to me.
Yeah, no, it sure will be. So, yeah, see if you can.
It's like you have your own little TV show. We're your audience.
Thanks. Nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, you too. And see if you can find out the names of those the big platform ice.
Yeah,
The piled up ice. That's great. Okay. Thanks so much.
Have a good day.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye.